Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our next playthrough. We're going to do a quick one. I picked a short scenario for Zombicide 2nd Edition. I haven't had that enough on the table yet. I played it once when I got it and haven't done it since. So I thought I'd break it out again just for a quicker playthrough, something that might last maybe 2 episodes. We're not going to spend any time talking about rules or anything like that because I've played this game on the channel. There's plenty of other rules. Things out there. You can go back and watch my previous playthrough if you want to get a handle on the rules themselves. The only thing I'm going to do real quick before we actually start playing is talk about our scenario and the characters that we'll be playing in this scenario. You can see that there's a bunch of them right here. If you're a fan, you might recognize some of those characters by their mini. But we're going to take on one of the later scenarios. It's a hard one, and I'm going to have 5 characters in the scenario. So let's talk about that, and then I'm going to show you the characters real quick, and then we're going to get into the gameplay. So this is Mission 22. It says crank it up to 11. It's hard. It's 45 minutes. Again, we're going to have 5 characters in it. They're all in the starting zone already. It says, a storm is coming, and we didn't finish exploring the district. We need to return to our shelter quickly. No kidding. Being sick when all physicians around want to kill you make things a lot harder. Luring all zombies to our position is a risky option, but it's the best one if we want to plunder the place in the shortest time span. So we had an idea. Find some loudspeakers, crank them up to 11 for a moment, just long enough for the zombies to get up and come to find us. Question is, what should we play to the zombies? Death metal? That sounds like a plan. Okay, so our objectives is we're going to shake the district. We're going to accomplish the objectives in this order to win the game. Take all objectives. There are a number of them out on the board that you can see here. They're all over the place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6 rather. Well, there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 objectives on the board. We have to take them all, and there is a special one if we take a certain one. And then get home. Reach the exit with all survivors. A survivor may escape through the zone at the end of their turn as long as there are no zombies in it. That is the exit space, which is way the heck over here. We have a couple special rules in this scenario. Wake up. Each objective gives 5 adrenaline points to the survivor who takes it. That's just experience, basically. It levels us up and also amps up the zombies if you know how to play. Taking the green objective would opens all closed doors on the board. Spawn zombies normally in closed buildings open this way. So you'll see why this is a real problem. Like there's a big choice to be made at the beginning. Like, do we go through that first, or we try to open some doors and clear out some buildings before we choose to get the green objective? Problem is, it's backtracking. It's on the opposite side of the exit. Loot boxes everywhere. Each pimp weapon crate gives a random pimp weapon among those still available to the survivors who takes it. They can then reorganize their inventory for free. Now, you know, in Zombicide 2, the locations, or 2nd edition rather, the locations are actually on the map. They're not set out like before. It would show you where to place out tokens based on the scenario, but these tokens are based on the tiles themselves. So anyway, just to give you a little point on this, our green objective token is up here, and our exit is over there. So when we open this, it's going to open all the doors. Now, one thing's different about 2nd edition is that zombies only spawn in dark zones, so it won't be as bad as like having every single room spawn, but it's still going to be bad. All the doors will be open. I'm not sure with these characters and my having played this a bunch, I may just go for the green objective and try and work my way across with all the zombies coming at us. Could be really, really bad move on my part since there's only one door to get through here, and it's right here. We got 2 doors on the other side, so we can make choices depending on how the board's ending up with zombies to get across. But we also have to collect all the objectives. So there's 1 here and here in the middle, 1 over there, there's 2 over there, and then of course we have the 2 here. So obviously we're going to go into this building first, but let's talk about our characters. Please ignore my neighbor dog. I hope you can't hear that dog yaps constantly. I love dogs, by the way. I'm a huge dog fan. They've always been a part of my family, but man, they seem to disrupt my videos a lot. All right, we got Wanda first up. I gave her the fire axe because she has the ability to sprint. She can move around quite a bit, so we can get her to open some doors for us with the fire axe. Now, the fire axe, however, can't open doors, but it's quite noisy. So we got to remember that. It will draw the attention of zombies. Wanda's awesome. She has the ability to move quite well. She gets a lot of movement capabilities and some free actions as she goes. If you ever are curious about what their special ability does, like sprint, it does show in these new cards from 2nd edition, it shows on the back. So sprint, once during each of their turns, the survivor may spend 1 move action to move 2 or 3 zones instead of 1. Remember, 1 action, 1 move. And then slippery, the survivor ignores zombies, but I think that doesn't happen until here. So we got to get some levels before we can do slippery. Then we have Ellie. Ellie is a sniper. What I like about sniper is she can take ranged weapons and pop them into the area without any friendly fire problems. So I did give her a pistol, and that's what she'll be using as she moves through the game so far. Now, so sniper is really her only unique special ability, but it's a real powerful one, so that's why she's got that. Again, they all start with 3 health, so there's really nothing to talk about there, but Ellie is going to be our long-range shooter. Then I have my namesake. You'll recognize both these except for Ellie from the previous Zombicide game as well. I got Doug. That's me. Just assume it is that. He's from the, I don't know if you ever, this is an old movie with Michael Douglas called Breaking Down, I think it was called. Falling Down. Anyway, he's basically that character. Anyway, that's what he is to me. He's got the ability of matching set. That means if we're searching and we draw a weapon that's the same weapon with the symbol, then we can automatically go find another one and get a matching set of them. So I shows him holding 2 little submachine guns. Pretty cool. But anyway, we gave him the other pistol. He is kind of a ranged guy, though not necessarily. He's gets a +1 dice to combat later on. He also gets ambidextrous and slippery at the end. So there's a lot of cool things that he can do there. But that's Doug. And then over here we got Amy. Amy is a melee fighter. So I gave her a baseball bat, and the baseball bat can't open doors, unfortunately. So that's a problem. Amy's starting ability is that she gets a free move action. So she gets 1 extra move every turn that she can take for free without spending one of her 3 actions. And then you can see she gets free actions a lot. That's one of the things. And then down at the end, she gets medic when we get into the really bad spot, which she can get medic depending on where we're at, which allows her to heal people. And then last but not least, we got Ned. Yeah, so Ned starts the game with a free search action. That means when he's in a building and it's not occupied by a zombie, he can get a free search there, which allows us to find stuff. One of the things I like to do with Ned is give him a flashlight. Gives him 2, it makes him really efficient with his free search action. And then later on, he does get the shove ability. We'll deal with that when we get there. I gave him a crowbar. That also opens doors, and it also opens them silently. Now, there is a turn order issue here that we have to contend with, so I'm going to debate. Before we start, I'm going to debate on who's going first, because it matters. Because when you start going first and you start going order, I might start with Ned, actually. Because if I can move Ned over and quietly open a door, we'll get to see what zombies are up there, and then we'll get to probably move in and search before they move. That would be really nice. So let's check that out. And yes, I'm going to give the first turn marker to Ned. And now when I play this solo, what I do is I have my characters in a row. So it's going to go Ned. The next turn will be Wanda's next full round. It'll be Wanda that goes next. Next full round will be Ellie that's first, etc., etc. Okay, so we're going to start with Ned. Ned is this guy here. He's all decked out. He's a homeless guy that's really adopted well to the zombie apocalypse. And that's why you can search and do some cool things. That's him right there. Remember, you get 3 actions in a turn. And like one action is, and it's on the back of the book. I believe it's on the back of the book. I don't think, yeah, it is. On the player's face, you can do one of these things. Move, search, open doors, reorganize trade, combat, take an object, make noise, do nothing. You can do all of those things. And he's going to move. So one of his actions will be to move into this space right here. Good job, Ned. He's with this door. He will use his crowbar to open that door as action number 2. That is the open door action. Now, because he's got the crowbar, and I'll just show you this. I'll show this once. I'm not going to keep showing it so you understand it. You can see that when he opens the door, that means that it can be used to open doors. It is silent, meaning it doesn't make a ton of noise. Unlike the fire axe where you hack the door down and it makes a ton of noise, right? So we're going to flip this door token open. Boom. And now we're going to start our very first zombie population, because all of these dark rooms are going to fill with zombies. That's fun. Now remember, in this scenario, we are blazing out noise, right? We got all kinds of noise going on. I'm just giving the zombie deck a quick shuffle. And yeah, we'll get going. So one of the reasons I'm playing this is I was originally going to put the game Vagrant Song on the table. It's a new game, newish game, not brand new, but it's really cool. It's about these vagrants who are jumping on a train that turns out to be quite haunted, and they have to help the haunted creatures called haints to regain their humanity. I was going to do that, then I realized that one of my favorite playthrough people, Colin, at One Stop Co-op Shop, did exactly that just today as I'm filming. So I watched that because that was fun, and then I said, well, I'm just going to do something different. So I popped out Zombicide. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play Vagrant Song. I'll just probably put a little time in there. And by the way, go watch his playthrough. It's really good. It's nice, fast, and concise. Unlike mine, which I tend to drag on from talking about things like other people's playthroughs. But here we go. All right, let's start. We're going to start at the top of the board up there with the green marker. We're going to see what we draw. We're going to get a fatty rush. Not a big deal. We're in the blue, so we're just going to have one fatty come out. Let's see. Let's pick a good one. We'll pick this one with the axe sticking out of his back right there. There's a big fatty. He's going to be up here in the green section. And then we're going to spawn, then activate. So he will move. Now, he's going to move the closest route. And it looks to me like the closest route to Ned is going just to be moved there. So that's fine. Then we're going to draw a walkers. Four walkers. Four walkers are going to come into play. Since they show the guy with the we're into the world thing hanging off his chest. We'll do that one. That's one of the four right there. We'll just mix them up. Get this fine person here. Two. Let's see. Three. We'll get this one. And I'm not going to show them every time. I'm just showing you the different zombies that are in the main box. And those are our four zombies. Now there are also runners in that too, but that's not what we drew. We drew walkers. God, see, that dog's making me crazy. Sorry. And then, oh man, another two walkers are going to go in the next zone. Again, we'll lead the charge with someone who's doing an end of the world thing, and then we'll have a little, I don't know what she is, what she was anyway. This little young lady zombie coming at us right there. That's two. And then last but not least, we got this room as well. It is going to be an abomination. That's how we start. That's how we start. All right, hold on. I was not planning on this at the beginning of the game. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. I can't believe my luck, I swear. My luck is so up and down in games, it just makes it for an entertaining time, doesn't it? All right, let's just shuffle this up, and then what are we going to get? We're going to get the Abominable Wild. Molotov effects in the Abominable Wild zone. Only kill the Abominable Wild. Other actors are not affected. Actors mean the other zombies as well. And other related game effects are ignored. We will put this out next to the board. We're going to find the Abominable Wild. I think I have found him. That is this fine fellow right here. God, unreal. Well, at least he's not going to get to us right away. So I have a discard pile there. I'll just put this up here. Here's the deck. We're good to go. We spawned everything. We still got some stuff to do with Ned. Now I have to ask myself a question. If I move Ned into here, I will get a free search. But as you can see, the Abomination has a door right into here. It's going to move in. Now, an Abomination won't hit me just moving in there. It only activates once. But when I will have to do extra things. All these zombies are going to come in here. We're not going to be able to kill him. So somebody is going to take damage if I go into that room. However, there is a pimp weapon crate there. I could go in and search the pimp weapon crate with my free action. Maybe that'll give me enough damage to kill the zombie, the Abomination. I'm not sure. I think we're going to risk it for a biscuit. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, Ned's going to run into the room. He knows that Abomination's there. He doesn't care. He's that cool. He runs in there, and then he's going to use his special ability of one free search action. As a reminder, here's the search thing. You can only do it once per turn, by the way. In a building zone free of zombies only, draw a card from the equipment deck. If searching from a pimp weapon crate, pick a card from the pimp weapon. Now, I think this one says we draw randomly. I'm going to just double check. I think on this scenario, crank it up to 11, loot boxes. Each pimp weapon crate gives a random pimp weapon, so we're not going to know what we're going to get. Man, I really wish my neighbors would just take care of their dog so it doesn't yap all day, bored and lonely. That's what's really happening over there. Fortunately, my dog doesn't get along with other dogs very well, so you can't like give him a play date or anything. It's kind of sad. All right, well, we're going to draw our first pimp weapon of the game. Woo! There's a pimp weapon deck. Let's see what Ned's going to get. He's going to pop this crate. Why can I do that? First off, yeah, because this crate is there. So we're going to remove that token. He searched that crate box there. Now it shows an open crate. And we're going to draw one of these bad boys. Boom, what do we get? the Zansuken. It is a 0 range weapon, 5 dice, needs a 4 to hit, does 1 damage. You know, he's got to trade this with Amy, but for the moment, he might as well hold on to it. He'll put it in his inventory. Now, I can rearrange my inventory right now, but he's going to want to give that to Amy. She's like the sword wielder melee person. So, not that Ned isn't, but he also has a free, like one of his upgrades is a free ranged combat, but he can also just get a free combat action. So, free range die, anyway. Well, that ends Ned's turn. That's not wonderful. That is not wonderful. We do have to get the objectives and the other pimp weapons. So I'm debating. So next we'll have Wanda. Wanda's another person that can get some extra stuff, extra movement out of it, right? So she has the ability to sprint, and as I pointed out on that card, sprint says during each of their turns, the survivor may spend 1 move action to move 2 to 3 zones instead of 1. So we're going to do that. She's on roller skates, that's why. If you didn't notice, she is a little like a car hop person from a 50s type diner, and she is running around on roller skates. Shows her with a chainsaw there. I'd love to get her one so we can complete the image, but she doesn't have one yet. So we're going to go on to her turn. I don't want to leave her with Ned. I think that's a bad move. What we can do, and that door up there is not open, so zombies will pass. We're going to leave it like that, I think. For now, we're going to go 1, 2. That will be her. She's going to use her sprint ability there to get in there for her first action. I can go 3 zones, so I think she'll continue on. She'll move to there. For her second action, she's going to do a normal search into that room. There is the search deck. It has lots of stuff in it. So we're just going to give it a quick shuffle and a cut. Sorry, it's not the search deck, it's the item deck, but same thing. Okay, let's see what we get. We get, oh, sawed-off shotgun. This is good, because I have zombies in the very next room next to me. We might blast it away with our third action. See if we can kill them before they get there. And make some noise. Draw the abomination. No, he can see the Ned. It's not going to draw him in. Not going to matter. It will matter for those ones that are up ahead. They can't see anything yet, so they're going to move towards the noise. So will the ones that spawn. Okay, but that's good. So Wanda has a sawed-off shotgun. That was her second action. Now, in dark zones, you can't shoot, or you don't have, your line of sight is limited to 1 space. I can't see, like if I was, let's say there was an open door here, I couldn't shoot in here. I could only shoot in here. Normally you can shoot as far as the range will allow. Now the sawed-off's only 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I can shoot into there, and I think that's what we're going to do. And just to look at the sawed-off stats again, it's 0 to 1 range, so we're going to shoot it in 1 range. There's 2 walkers in there. We're going to roll 2 dice. First attack of the game, y'all. First, so 2 dice. It can be enhanced with something. We'll see if that happens later. Maybe it won't. It requires a 3, and it does 1 damage each, and it also causes some noise. But before we throw out noise, let's shoot the gun. Boom! So she's firing the sawed-off at these guys. I guess it was laying in that bathtub there or something. Who knows? This place was decked out. We got a pimp weapon out of it. Now we got a shotgun. All right, Amy, let's do it. You need 3s. So she hit once. Boom. That's fine. She's going to kill one of these guys. We'll take this young lady out. She gets nailed. And is gone from the game. Well, not from the game necessarily, but she got shot. So we'll put her back in the box, and that means she's gone. So that means that Wanda also gains the first adrenaline point of the game. Now we're still in the blue section, so all is well. But if it gets up to here, she will level up. However, you want to try and balance this out, because once we hit the spot, then the spawns become more difficult. So we got to keep that in mind as well. Last but not least, she made noise. So there's that token right there. And let me see, is that the end of her turn? So she did first action. She did 1 into here. That's 1. 2, she picked up the shotgun. 3, she fired into the room. So that is all 3 of her actions. She is done. Now we're going to move to Ellie. I mean, I'm super bummed. I hope we find a Molotov cocktail, because that abomination is going to cause us a lot of problems. But I think Ellie's going to take... She's going to do this. She's going to go 1. Her entire action is going to be to go 1, 2, and 3 here with Wanda. That's it for her. Now she could have gone 1. Hold on. Let's see. She'd go 1, 2, and stay with Ned and fire at this one with her pistol. See if she can kill it. That might be worth it. It's just going to be 1 die. The pistol's not great. It's a starting weapon, right? So 0 to 1 range, 1 die, 3+. If it hits, it'll kill it. Let's do that. We're going to stop there because look. The Abomination will not do damage this turn, so they can both escape. It just takes an extra point of action to move out of the space with the zombie in it. But if there's 2 in their space, that's worse. So, and since there's 2 people here, right now they're equal because of the noise value. I could move it in there and draw the zombies towards them, not Ned. But if we kill it, solves a bigger problem for us. 1 less zombie to contend with. So let's do that. So she fires into the room as well when she sees this zombie standing in there, milling around, deciding where it's going to go. Let's hope she hits. A 3, she does. So she just hits, so we're going to kill this zombie as well, or take it out, rather. They can't re-die, so it's now gone. The pistol is noisy, so we will have a noise token right there, and Ellie is going to get her first adrenaline point. So experience, can't go wrong there. Well, maybe you can, I don't know. All right, let's go. We're with Doug next. We're relatively clear. I mean, we're going to have to run from this Abomination. The more people in this room, the more the next turn, it's going to slow us down. So I think Doug is probably going to take the weakest of the turns, and he's just going to go 1, 2, and 3 into there with Wanda. Try and stay ahead of this Abomination. We're going to rush down there. We're going to take that token, open all the doors, zombies everywhere. We're going to run out that direction toward this door and keep going. We still got to get the objectives. We have to draw this guy out so that we can get in here. This is going to be an interesting thing. We got to get that token that's there, and it's 5 points, so we got to be careful who gets it. It's probably going to be Ned. We'll see. Okay, well anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So we got Amy. She's last to go for this round before we spawn. She's going to go, I think she's got a free move action. So free move action, 1, she's got 3 more. She'll go 1, 2, and then she'll search. So let's get the search deck out, give it a quick cut, see what she gets. Wow, you saw me cut this. Well, it's a shotgun, not a sawed-off shotgun. So now she's got a shotgun. We're going to want to retire the baseball bat once her and Ned... Oh, wait a second. Oh, I might take this back, actually. I'm going to take it back. I'll tell you why. Never mind that I did that. I'm going to shuffle the shotgun back in because I remembered what I want to do with her now. She took her free move action, 1, second action, or first real action, 2 into here. She's going to trade with Ned. She's going to take the sword from Ned and equip it. Now, I don't think we need to have both the baseball bat. The baseball bat is a little better for fighting than the crowbar. So she'll give the baseball bat to Ned. He'll put that in his other hand slot. It only takes 1 hand. And she will take this sword. Now, as she goes up levels, she will have a better weapon to fight with. And then she still has that third action, so she'll move there. That's what she ended up doing. I think that was a good play. I wanted to get that in Amy's hands and make her more like her character with some cool sword in hand, ready to go. Amy is going to take out zombies. Okay, however, it's now time for the zombies' turn. All the players have gone. We're getting into this building. We're starting to draw the zombies out. So what happens now? Each of the zombies activate. Okay, now these zombies, the zombies currently on the board, only have 1 activation. So these ones are going to move 1 space. I think they're just going to go all right here. Oh, and the fatty only moves 1 as well. And then the Abomination, however, is going to move into the space. Now, he does not get to attack. He still only has 1 action. And how do I know that? Well, because it says right here on the back of the book. So see, runners have 2 actions. That's what makes them dangerous. They can move in and move again or hit something. But the Abominations and Walkers only have 1. Now, we're going to have to get those characters out of there. That's going to be Ellie and Ned. Just going to slow them down a bit, but that is okay. However, that's only the beginning of our problems. Now we have to spawn. So if you look at the order play, we're going to attack. So that's the first thing happens. There's nobody to attack, and that's why it's important to pay attention to this order of play. Okay, there's no one to attack because there's no zombies already in the space, and they only have 1 activation. So then they move. That was their activation. Zombies that have not attacked use their action to move. Okay, runners are different. We talked about that. And then we're going to spawn zombies in the different locations. Let's go do that. What does it mean to spawn zombies? Well, we have this spawn. This is the first spawn point. We're going to go around the board every time in the same order. This is something they did differently for the 2nd edition by giving you one that has a marker on it to let you know where you're supposed to start spawning. So we're going to get out the zombie deck, give it a quick cut there, and we're going to start spotting some zombies. Let's see what happens here. Up here we got a fatty. That's not so bad. Here we'll find a different fatty miniature. How about this lovely lady? She's so beautiful. She will go right here. That's it for that. Over here we're going to get just one walker, but it's a walker rush, so it's going to activate. Take another one of these fine fellows. There's a lot of Jesus Saves folks around here right now or something. It'll appear, but it'll also activate. Now, it's got no way to get to anything. So it technically moves toward the nearest noise. I think for an activation, I'll just say it moves here. It seems like a reasonable thing to do. And then we have also down here, we spawn. What do we get down here? 2 runners. That's bad. Now, they're not going to activate this turn, but we got 2 runners, and runners have a different looking mini. They look like they're running. So here are 2 of the different runner zombie minis, and they're going to appear right here. That is our activation for this round. And now we're going to move on to the next round, where we get to start with our players again. The next thing that happens is this turn order marker moves. It's going to move to Wanda, who's already in a good place to do some zombie slaying and some searching, perhaps, and sprinting. She can get to those objectives. Actually, I think I'm going to leave Doug and Amy to do some killing. We're going to send Wanda after. We can't do both. We don't want to. Actually, she's going to head after that pimp weapon and see if we can upgrade her weapons yet again. Though she does have the fire axe. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's the one that attacks. Sawed off in a fire axe. Let Ellie go after the pimp weapon crate. Might be a better way to go. However, she's got the sprint. We can get to the token. Yeah, let's. We hit that token. That door opens. But we can get close to it. So let's do this. Wanda is going to be the one. She could get 5 points for that. So we got to balance this out. She's going to go. She's going to sprint. 1, 2, 3. She's in the room. She got 2 more actions left. Why would I do that? Okay. Let's take this back. She can get the weapon and give it to Ellie if it's a good one for her. We'll go here. 1, 2 on a sprint. That's her first action because she used her sprint ability. For her second ability, she's going to pop this pimp weapon crate open. We're going to get another random pimp weapon. Those are the awesome, cool weapons. I like that they gave these to you sooner. It was really hard to get them in the previous version of the game. They're super cool weapons. Everybody can end up with one. And let's see what we get. Ma's shotgun. She'll probably replace the sawed-off with this because it can do both melee with this big blade on it. And it's the melee portion is, of course, 0 range. 1 die, 3 to hit. Does 2 damage, so we can kill fatties with it. And also this one is a range weapon. Fatties take 2 points of damage. And the damage is simple. Normal weapons do 1. Some weapons do 2. You can't have 2 people do 1 point of damage to a fatty. You won't kill it. You have to do 2 weapons in 1 hit. That's why you need a weapon like this. So she's going to then rearrange her gear. I won't show you that. She's just going to put this in her slot. And she's going to backpack the sawed off there. That was her second action. So for her third action, she will simply move into there. She might give the one of the guns to Ellie anyway on her way back. This is how she looks. She's got Ma's shotgun, the fire axe, and the sawed off. Good to go. So I think what we're going to do is Ellie has to spend. It's her turn. She has to spend extra activation to get away from the abomination, which is going to chase us all over the board until we can find a way to kill it. I think what she'll do, since she's got 1 experience as well. I think for her first two actions, she is going to move to here. Remember, our plan is to get out at the door north and have the abomination kind of chase us around. Oh, and these tokens, the noise tokens, go away for the new round. Okay, so she moved up there with 2 actions. For 1 action, she might as well shoot into here. I don't have anybody there that can kill a fatty yet. Nobody can do 2 points of damage. It's only Wanda. She can come back next turn and do it. It'll be fine. But Wanda's going to be going last next turn, so that's going to be interesting. Maybe I keep moving Ellie. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we get everybody out there. But yeah, I'm going to move Ellie 1 more. So her action is going to be, she took 2 to there to get to here, and then 1 more to move to here. Remember, our mission is to get out through that other door and head across the street. That's what I'm planning to do. So Ned's going to have to go after this. So we're going to create a bunch of problems here. Maybe we'll draw the abomination and see if we can get him to come chase us. Let's see. So next up is Doug. He's got a pistol. So he is simply going to be shooting the pistol in his room before before Amy runs in there and hacks some zombies up. Now the pistol, again, it's one range. It only does one die, rolls one die. It's 3+ to hit. Let's see if Doug can hit. Boom, for his first action, he does. Let's put it right in the street for a moment. He kills one of them. Second action, 4. Hits again. Third action, 6. Boom, all 3 zombies right there. Let's do all the things that we need to do to calculate that up. Bam, bam, bam. There you go, Doug. He just fired away there. Took all 3 of these out, which also means he goes 1, 2, 3. And I'm glad my namesake did a good job right there. That was effective. He blasted that room apart. Great job, Doug. And last but not least for this round, we're going to have Amy. She is going to... Wait. Her sword only does 1 damage. Ah, that bites. Doug is going to get in a bit of trouble. I think... Well, oh man, wow. I think we're gonna have Amy search. So our first action will be to search. Let's draw from the search deck a water. Not helpful. You can only search one. Well, it can be helpful. It says discard to gain 3 action points. Maybe used in backpack. Oh, hey. We're gonna trade this to Doug. I'll tell you why. So her second action is to trade. She trades the water over to Doug. Here you go, buddy. Because he's gonna have to get the heck out of there. Then for her third action, she's gonna move. Because everything's going to converge on Doug. That's what's going to happen right there. All right, well, that leaves nothing. That just leaves Ned for this round. So Amy's gone. Amy moved up. We're getting some really weird scenarios already going on. That's crazy, right? Okay, so Ned is going to have to take 2 actions to move to here, and his third action is going to be to pick up this objective. And as I read to you, that means he's going to get 5 experience points. That does not put him up to the next level yet, which is good. Man, that water bottle was a lucky find, because Doug actually would have been in trouble. But that's the end of the player's phase. One of the things I love about Zombicide is, this version and the original version, is you never feel real safe. It's like that. There's this frenetic, like, oh my god, I'm on the run for my life constantly in the game. I mean, there's a couple times where I've gotten far enough ahead where it does feel a little easier, but typically it doesn't. Anyway, we're going to now go to the zombie phase. So we're going to activate the zombies on the board. These 2 folks are going to move into this space with Doug. That's where the most action's going. So is the Abomination. Boom. Now, because there was 3 noise tokens and Doug, that counts. That's 4 things, right? So Ned's only 1 here. There are only 2 there, so it doesn't make a lot of noise. Players represent a noise as well. But when you have a choice, that's the way it goes. So he moved into there. The fatty moved in there. Now the biggest problem is we do not have any weapons except for Wanda's that can actually kill the fatty. We can't kill the Abomination at all. He requires 3 hits in a single attack, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, further activations. We're going to have this guy move down here because he's actually heading for this door. That's the only place he can get in. The runners, and they really don't have anywhere to go, so I think they'll just move to here. And this guy would stay here banging on the door. Boom, boom, boom. That's really it. Now, but the problem is we're going to pile up. So when we open that door, there's going to be zombies everywhere. It's going to be insane. But let's go now to our spawns. So there was no attacks. We moved everybody. Then we activated and they moved. And now there's spawns. So we're going to start here again with number 1. What do we get? 3 runners. That is not good. That is not good at all. We're going to have 3 runners here. That means, and they don't activate. That's, I guess, a good thing, right? There are the 3 different runners. Here's the other runner miniature. I haven't shown it to you yet. And it would be nice if I painted them all, but who knows. Okay, and then we have the next one, which is going to be over there. What do we get? 6 walkers. Holy Lord, Toledo. Here we go. Let's start. See what I'm saying? This game starts to get really crazy on us here. We got 6 walkers in this space, and they're going to come after us. There's lots of really nice sculpts in this. I'm not going to keep showing them to you, but there's quite a bunch. And then, of course, down here we have this one down here that we have to spawn. Let's see what we get there. 2 more walkers, not so bad. I'll take that. And they are here. Okay. All right. That's the board as we end this turn. Now, we're going to then clear the noise off the board. The blams are gone. And we're going to take our characters' next turns. Next up, we will start with Ellie, but I'm going to move the token over. However, that's where we're going to end it for today. Now, in the next episode, my plan is to get us all the way to the end, live or die. So, but I wanted to give you a little introduction, do a couple of rounds, get us into the game. We're in a hot spot, and one of the reasons it's a good point to stop is because when I trigger this, all those doors are going to open, and we're going to have to populate a ton of zombies. Now, in the normal game, if you run out of zombies, then zombies start to activate. But of course, I had the Kickstarter, so I had the reboot box, the box with additional zombies. So we don't. I like that better than double activations because that just causes too much chaos. So anyway, here we are. We're getting some good weapons on us. We're going to start killing. We're going to get some levels and abilities, more actions. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll see how this rolls out. I'm a little worried about those runners spawning up at the top of the board. That's going to be a problem for us. And once these doors open, of course, all these zombies are going to come flooding in at us. All the while, we have this abomination on our tail that we can't solve. So we have to try and get something to kill the abomination. Otherwise, we're going to be out of luck. And he's just going to follow us all over, keep plaguing us the whole time. And remember, normally when you throw a Molotov into a space with the abomination and a bunch of other zombies, it kills them all. But in this case, it only kills him. So we're not going to have the benefit of a Molotov killing a big space of zombies with him in it. We're just going to have to deal with that too. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I really enjoy this game. It's so much fun. And I probably will make a couple of mistakes in the sense that I've played so much of the old version of it, not so much of this version of it, and I'm trying to remember the subtle differences about how the spaces work and how activation works. But I may slip up on that a couple of times. Anyway, I'm sure you'll let me know. So thanks so much. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care.